Hey everyone, welcome back to the Beam Bunker. We are continuing our 31 Days of Horror with a look at the 2016 film Lights Out, brought to us by David F. Sandberg. This is the same guy who brought us the original short, Lights Out, that this film is based on. We have the story of a young woman, Rebecca, played by Teresa Palmer, who is kind of brought back into her old family life with her mother and younger brother after her younger brother starts having encounters and trouble sleeping, which is because of encounters with their mother's old friend Diana. Their mother, played by Maria Bello, Sophie, does a really good job of the kind of paranoid, delusional, and very, very openly crazy mother in this movie. I think she does a fantastic job acting. Acting in general is pretty good, but it's particularly Bello standing out in this one. I think that the effects are actually pretty good. There's some good cinematography. You definitely get some good creepiness factors, although I think I love the short because the short was really well done, but the movie it does the same thing repeatedly over and over again, and it kind of wears thin after a while, where it's the same scare over and over and over again, and it just becomes less and less so, which is kind of on a scale of 1 to 10. It's like any of you who had, creepy bedtime stories, and a lot of bedtime stories actually are kind of creepy if you look at some of the old nursery fairy tales and stuff like that. Not nursery rhymes, but fairy tales. And I mean, you would have heard this story, a dozen times or more before, but you still get a little jolt, a little bit, when you know what's coming, but you still get a little bit. This movie does that. You know what's coming. It's wearing thin, as I said, it's wearing thin a bit, but you still get that little bit each time you see it, but each time it's a little bit less and a little bit less and a little bit less. And eventually you're going to hear that story and you're just be like, oh yeah, I know this one. And it's not going to affect you at all. And I think this one, by the end, you're kind of like, oh yeah, okay. It was a great short. And I think it's an okay feature-length film, but I think it didn't really need to be made into a feature film. But that's just me. I mean, as far as most modern horror goes, this is definitely in that, better tier of what's out there. So that's all I've really got for this one. Until next time, stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.